Welcome, everyone, to the MikeXSteve Show. And this week, MikeXSteve equals hammering with nails.
What's up, Lenny? So it's good to have you on the show. It's actually great, man. Lifelong fan, and I just want to, get your take on a lot of stuff. I know a lot of crazy things are going on right now in the world, as you know. So it's a perfect time, I think, to have you.
Yeah, man.
So we'll just.
Yeah.
I mean,
Some crazy things.
It is, man. So what do you think about all this? I mean, if you were a player right now, if you were an active player, how would you be feeling right now? What would be going through your mind with all this shutdown happening?
I mean, it's almost unbelievable. I mean, it seems surreal that they're shutting down seasons, and it looks like it's going to get worse. I mean, before it gets better. So it's kind of, people are in that uncharted waters. It's no one's been here, so there's no way to react, or you don't know what to do. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, life without sports now, I feel like that's the distraction that people need, especially right now. And we don't have that. Me and Mike, you're both huge baseball fans, huge Met fans,
yeah.
And our family too. So us sitting around waiting for the 26th. I had opening day tickets. Now I'm not going. I mean, it's nuts, man.
It's weird, man. It's because sports, if you think about it, professional athletes in reality have always been the only recession-proof customer,
right?
Profession, because through bad times, but now this is something that isn't about the economy. This is about people's health, and no one really knows what to expect. So there's a lot of fear out there. And I went to the grocery store the other day, and I couldn't believe it, man. There was nothing on the shelves. The lines were back. It was people were getting ready to bunker down,
There's just nails. That's all I saw. Just a bunch of nails and hammers.
There weren't any nails or hammers there. So,
well, we got you though. We got you, so that covers it.
Yeah, but how's it? I'm out here in Hollywood, so a bunch of fruits and nuts out here. How about on the East Coast? What are people doing there?
Well, they're panicking. I mean, I think what's happening now. I mean, I'm not panicking personally, but I think the media has gotten to people.
They are and they aren't. I feel like there's a lot of guys out there right now that are still at bars, still hanging out. So you got a little bit of both. There's some people that are hermit crabs, and then others that are honestly out at bars. The bars were equally as packed as they've been.
Yeah, I mean, I saw them today. There were people celebrating St. Patrick's Day already.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, the bottom line is, 36,000 people die a month in car crashes. Mm-hmm. Okay. So if you want to put it in perspective, but because this is something that never happened before, I mean, I haven't had a cold or been sick in 25 fucking years. Okay? so I mean, bottom line is the only thing to fear is fear itself. You know
right.
What I mean?
100%.
And you gotta live your life. I see people walking around with fucking masks and all this bullshit. I got an immune system from fucking hell. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
I can fight off anything, man.
You were certainly in tip-top shape, especially in the early '90s when you were a player with the Phillies. And I wanted to ask you something. So, being that you were a Philly and you were also a Met, I mean, we're Mets fans, so we obviously keep the Phillies. Let's be honest. But can you give us kind of a comparison? If you had to pick a side, did you have a better experience on the '86 Mets team, throughout the late '80s, or did you have a better experience with the Phillies? Or kind of if you want, just give me kind of a breakdown.
That's a good question, because here's the way to break it down. So the bottom line is when I came up with the Mets, I was the young player and just glad to be there and contributed and happened to get some hits when they mattered. Mm-hmm. And so I was kind of brought up by Keith Hernandez. So when I went to the Phillies, though, I kind of became the Keith Hernandez and kind of led that club. Yeah. And in 1993, I had a breakout year and basically broke every record there was, and we went from last to first. But so I was fortunate, and I consider myself very fortunate to play in probably the two best sports towns in the country, in New York and Philadelphia. See, in New York, they throw coins at you. In Philadelphia, they throw batteries at you.
Yeah, I definitely. I mean, you mentioned how you were, you had a great season. I mean, you had even a better World Series. I mean, your World Series, your postseason run, that was phenomenal. And talk about big hits. And I'm talking about 1993. just huge hits. And I believe he did the same thing in '86. I mean, '86 you had tremendous home runs. I mean, I'm talking Game 3 of the '86, NLCS. That was tremendous. Obviously, with the walk off.
Yeah. You want to know the biggest hit that no one knows about that we don't. In fact, we don't go to the World Series if Dum Davey. Davey. Well, he was best friends with Jack.
Right.
Evan Daniels. I mean, so Bob. This is Game 6, and Bob Knepper's pitching. If it goes to Game 7, we got no fucking chance because Mike Scott was unhittable.
Yeah,
for us.
He was probably using a stuffed ball too.
Yeah, of course he was. He was throwing it hard, and he was at the Dome. So Game 6, we're down. Knepper's pitching, a little fucking cunny thumb and left-hander. So Davey's got me on the bench. I'm platooning. So he's throwing a one-hitter. Okay, at the top of the ninth, and Dum walks down to me, Davey, and says, "You're leading off the ninth." I said, "Oh, you finally want to fucking win, huh?" Okay. So I get up there and I hit like a towering drive to right center, but Houston was a big yard then, and somehow it fell in, so I lead off with a triple. So that triple set the tone and started the rally where we came back and ended up winning that game. And that, of all the hits I got, it wasn't a home run, was one that went unnoticed because it was just a lead-up hit. But if I don't get that hit, we don't go to the World Series.
It's lights out.
Because, like I said, it's lights out. Mike Scott was deadly at the Dome, Game 7. Come on. So, but like I said, that year, and I mean, I'm not saying it because I played in that postseason, but that postseason, that to me is one of the top. It's got to be one of the top 3 postseasons ever played in the history of baseball. I mean, it was crazy to think about what happened. I mean, the playoffs and what happened with the World Series. I mean, it was just an amazing postseason.
Oh, I mean,
so we know you don't like Davey Johnson. Who's your least favorite?
It's not that I don't like
right.
Davey Johnson.
I'm sorry.
He's an overrated, underachieving manager. It's just a fact. I mean, in 1988,
right?
He single-handedly cost us the World Series. Mm-hmm. I mean, when he left. Look, here's the deal. When you're a manager, you're like the CEO. Okay, so you have to make some decisions, and when you make your decisions, they're important decisions. And so Dwight Gooden pitched a good game. He wasn't great, but he was good enough to take us to a 3-1 lead into the ninth. Mm-hmm. Okay, now we're up 2-1. We go up 3-1. They're buried, the Dodgers. Okay,
right.
So you have John Shelby leading off, in the top of the ninth, who owned a .261 on base percentage. I mean, on base percentage, not average.
Right.
.261 on base, but you know what else he owned?
Strikeouts.
Okay, meaning some hitters just have their number.
Gotcha.
Okay? He already had 2 hits that game, and then you have the lefty Sosa coming up next. Then you have Randy Myers in the bullpen, who was fucking unhittable. The last month. I don't think he hit a hit. That fucking animal down there trying to break down the fucking door to get in and throwing his BBs. And so Davey lets Doc start the ninth. He gets Shelby 0-2. Okay, can't put him away, can't bury him, ends up walking him. Okay, Dum. That's okay. Cool. Obviously, you're going to bring in the lefty now against Sosa. Sosa's only hit 3 home runs all year against right-hand pitchers. And Doc just walked the guy. And that bullpen door never opened. But you know what opened? A fucking fastball inner half that Sosa turned and burned on. 2-run homer, tied the game. At that moment, you could feel. I don't know if you guys were there, but you could feel the crowd. You could feel everything. We knew it was over then.
Oh yeah,
it was over.
I know exactly what you mean.
The baseball gods paid me this pay, and it was over. So that was like, what the fuck's he thinking about? I mean, you know what I mean?
Right.
What is it like? Anyways, but that's enough about Dum.
Dum Dum. Besides Dum Dum, who's your least favorite in '86? Who's your least favorite player? And you can plead the fifth. I'm just so who's a guy who kind of?
I'll tell you who was an odd dude.
Right.
And we released him during the middle of the year. Was George Foster.
And why?
He was just a peculiar dude, man.
Right.
Like me and Mookster, the Mookie, we got along great, man.
Yeah, well, you actually got...
And we competed for a position, too, and we still got along great.
Right, you got
but George Foster was just peculiar, man.
Right.
Like when you talk between innings, like if they make a pitching change or whatever.
Yeah.
And so you walk over, you start talking to him. And the guy wouldn't talk. There's nothing to talk to him about. At least the Mookster would talk, and he had some bad fumes coming at me.
Well, he's definitely the most weird, the most strange guy. But do you have someone that you least liked? I mean, look, even if you want to go past '86, if you just want to say a player in general. Right. I mean, I think I have an idea who it might be, but do you have a certain player?
Ron, you mean Ron Darling?
That's exactly what I was talking about.
First of all, you got to give Ron Darling credit, okay?
Okay.
For lasting 12 years in the big leagues with that shit he had. He had nothing on the ball but his fucking hand. Okay? I mean, how he got away with that shit for 12 years? Well, he was a smart pitcher. Just ask him, by the way. I'll tell you.
He's a great analyst. I'll tell you that.
And he's got cancer. Like I got fucking. I'm gonna play center field for the Mets this year too. It's a fucking joke. But it'll all come out. See, the problem is why the fuck would you want me as a fucking enemy? I mean, what a dumb motherfucker.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, that's right.
And there were several
service.
There were several players that vouched for you, Doc Gooden being one of them, that said that.
Yeah, of course they vouched for me. How could you not? I'm sure. I couldn't even. I was 23 years old as a kid, man. I was just.
Right.
I mean, the bottom line is, Darling went to Yale, Mr. P. Had some fucking ghostwriter write the book. So you have a fraud within a fraud within a fraud within a fraud. Because remember, in that book, he had the wrong picture on. He had the wrong picture on the mound. The biggest game in probably baseball history when the ball went through Buckner's legs.
Right.
He had Calvin Schiraldi on the mound. So what I'm trying to say is like
it was some PR bullshit.
The bottom line is when those excerpts got released, he got fucking decimated, and the fans were not stopping anytime soon. Okay, they called for his job. He panicked and announced he had some, I don't know, fucking chest mass. I got all the facts. The bottom line is Ron Darling right now has pulled off the biggest fraud in the history of sports, and it's ongoing.
Wow. I mean, that's interesting. I mean, that's probably because everyone's afraid to talk about it, but that's the first time I've heard anyone kind of say that about it.
They're all afraid to talk about it.
Yeah, so it's good to have your honesty.
Because they're afraid, but see, remember, I don't say anything with absolute certainty unless I know that it's factual or I can back it up with documents.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when I say something with absolute certainty, I can never tell Backman or whoever was hitting behind me, hey, you know what? I own this motherfucker. I'm gonna get a hit this time. I guarantee it. No, I couldn't guarantee that. You know why? I might hit it at somebody.
Yeah.
Okay?
Exactly.
So like I told you, I mean, look, Ron Darling had nowhere to go. Okay, he had nowhere to go. There's nothing he could do. Okay, it was not ending. Okay, I mean, it wasn't just me he took apart. I mean, he took apart Murphy, he took apart Carter, but see, that wasn't Ron Darling. See, Ron Darling's politician, he sucked enough cock to get up there, okay? I mean, the way he got up there by sucking cock, okay? And so he's not going to go out there and bury people in that book. He didn't even write that book.
That is how you get ahead.
Paisley wrote that fucking book.
No.
And Mr. P was probably too busy to proofread it. And then the fucking publishing house, I don't know what the fuck they're thinking. Don't know fact checking, no nothing. So they're buried. They're all fucking buried.
Yeah.
Okay?
Right.
Because you know why? You know why?
Yeah, go ahead.
I got the fucking facts. This isn't me. This isn't hearsay. I got documented fucking proof. Okay? I mean, look. I've never lost to anybody in my life, okay? I've won every time I've done it. I've won. The only group I lost to is this big fucking organization called the federal government, okay? And I didn't want that fucking war,
Right.
okay? I go to war with people I know I can beat.
Yeah.
Why the fuck would I go to war with somebody I can't beat?
Unless you're a
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the federal government, when it says you're being indicted, and I go, what the fuck's that? Indicted? I mean, it says United States of America versus Lenny Dykstra. I laughed. That's fucking laughable.
Well, they want
Me versus the most powerful country in the fucking world.
Right, you already lost. It's like it's.
yeah. When
It
they
was fucking like funny. I took a picture. It's still in my mind. I remember seeing it, the United States of America. You know.
Right, right.
Anyways, the bottom line is these Mets fans, man, and you know, sport fans in New York. They're the greatest fans in the world, and they will support you. They will battle for you. They will fucking stand behind you. They like the underdog. They'll root for you. But you fucking dupe them, you fucking play them,
Right.
okay? They might blow that fucking stadium up, okay?
I agree. Yeah, look, we were
No,
there.
man, because you making fools out of them.
Yeah.
Remember, it's ongoing.
Right.
It's ongoing.
So-
Okay, every day he's in that booth. There's that poor Ron Darling, going with cancer. Really? Yeah.
well,
okay.
you know, I think fans.
See, I can say that, and if I wanted to, I can go right now. See, Major League Baseball is about one thing: the integrity of the game. That's the most important and paramount thing to Major League Baseball.
Well, speaking of that,
How do we know? How can the Mets? Do you think the Mets owners? You can't sneak in fucking cancer surgery.
right?
I mean, like, have you ever heard somebody sneaking in cancer surgery?
No, you don't. Yeah, you can't.
If he had cancer, he had fucking kids around him, and the Ron Darling Cancer Foundation, and suck cock again, you know. But the bottom line is, he panicked because he had to panic because the fans were coming at him so fucking fast and so furious.
It did seem a little bit. Now that you're talking about it, did seem a little bit like coincidental. You know, I'll do the quotes for that because the timing of it. You know what I mean? And so I totally get what you're saying there. You know, and timing is everything. I mean, you got your shot with the Mets because of timing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you actually got in '85 because Mookie went down. So you know you came up. So that was your big shot.
Yeah. I mean, I came up and, you know, in a spot role, you know, got to break in a little bit, but '86 is when
You're the leadoff, right? At that point.
Mookie had a rundown. Remember, in spring training, his eye hit by a ball, so I ended up leading off, you know, every day at the beginning of the season. So, but like I said, me and Mookie had a great relationship, and we competed. That whole team was a special team because we had a mix of young players with the veterans, and, you know, I mean, but people talk about how crazy that team was. That team was like fucking school children compared to our 1993 Phillies team. I mean,
And now
and
Lenny,
come on, bro.
I understand why you're called Nails because you know you're tough as nails, right? But can you take us through like how that started? Like who was the first one to call you that? Like how did you get that nickname?
Yeah, that's a good question because that's a fucking cool nickname, man. Actually,
It is.
I mean, it's better than thumbtacks, man. No, so you know who did that? Bill Robinson, man, the late Bill Robinson. Unfortunately, he passed on a little way earlier than he should have. He was a great guy, and he said, you know, man, you're Nails or something, and then it kind of just picked up from there. And then Rafael Santana used to always say, nail, you know. So yeah, it just kind of gained steam. And you know that poster I did where I was saying on them nails. You know who put that together? The big bad dude, John Stearns. Remember him?
Yeah.
The backup catcher.
Well, he was a coach for the Mets in the 2000s.
He's a coach now, right?
Wow.
Yeah. So the Mets manager this year is who's the Mets manager?
Luis Rojas.
You're talking about
Rojas.
How do you think he's going to do?
Well, let me ask you about Beltran, right? So you mentioned about the integrity of the game. What is the sign stealing situation? Because
The fucking joke is what it is.
it is, right? And I was
It's
going
a fucking joke. It's so fucking ridiculous. Listen, I played 12 years in the big leagues. Okay, wait a second. You ready? Here you go. You're the hitter.
right.
Okay, first of all, the pitcher. Let's just play this out. The pitcher Okay, he shakes off. Okay, now, when the pitcher agrees, he starts his windup. Now, first of all, the guy in center, supposedly whoever the fuck he is, has to, number one, know the sequence. They're not stupid. They're changing sequence in every inning. When I say sequence, they'll put down a 1, a 2, a 3, a 1. So maybe that inning will be first sign after 1.
Right.
Or maybe it'll be the third thing. So you have to first get the sequence. Then he has to relay that in and say, curveball's coming. However time to hit the fucking trash cans or whatever. Now you're the hitter, and the guy's in his windup. Where's the fucking hit the trash can, motherfucker? What the fuck's going on? I mean, it's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. And let me tell you something why. Because see, the first time as a hitter, you get crossed up.
Right.
When you get crossed up as a hitter, you tell the person, "Don't tell me the fucking signs again." And then I'll give you a quick story about this. We were in, speaking of, like, this is like typical of my life. We're in Houston, and this is when Craig Biggio was catching. I don't know if you remember that. He came up as a catcher. Okay,
I do remember.
So in Houston, it was what I hit the best there, my best yard. I hit him. So it was a weekend series. Friday and Saturday, I was like 8 for 8. So on Sunday, he's catching, and he says, "You know what? Since we couldn't get you out and we didn't tell you what was coming, I'm going to tell you every pitch that's coming, every at bat." And I'm looking at him like, "Fuck you, yeah." And first pitch, fastball, he says. And there's a fastball. I say, "What's that?" Next pitch, he says, "Okay, there's no curveball here. Here comes a curveball." He throws a curveball. Bottom line, quick story. I went 0 for 4. He told me every fucking pitch that was coming.
Right.
Every pitch, see, but because of the mind, see, baseball's so mental. There's your mind, it can fuck. So I didn't know whether to believe him, not believe him, which leads back to the sign stealing thing. I mean, it sounds like Rob Manfred was a little bored and had much to do because, I mean, I think the penalties were a little bit stiff. I mean, people have been stealing signs forever.
Right.
I mean, come on, man. It's just it's laughable. It's fucking laughable.
And normally
it's a fucking joke.
Doesn't the game police itself with that? Like, I've seen situations.
Yeah, people get drilled for that shit. You know?
Right. So,
I mean, and again, what they're trying to say happened is it's impossible. It's physically impossible.
Right.
Okay? I mean, you might get one sign, you might get another sign here, but at the end of the day, what they're talking about, it's laughable.
Right.
I mean,
can I ask?
Picture the hitter. I love this though.
Right.
Because you're in the box. He's in his windup now. When's the barrel? Where's the barrel? Trash can. Meaning, who the fuck wants to hit like that?
Right. Let me ask you a question real quick though. This is on your Wikipedia page, and I never heard of it, but apparently you were on the Colin Cowherd's radio station, and you told him that you paid private investigators $500,000 to dig up dirt on umpires. Is that true?
Oh, fuck yeah, man.
That is freaking awesome.
I learned early on, man, that umpires control my life. Mm-hmm. And when I say control my life, you gotta understand something. Me, okay, I'm fucking 5'9", dude. I'm not even, I'm little. I led the league in hits 2 years. That's not I'm not bragging, but only one motherfucker can say that. Okay?
Yeah. Well, Billy Beane said in the minor leagues, the reason why you were so successful is because you feared no one.
Right. Well, exactly. The bottom line is leading further past that. It's about having a game plan, and when you have a game plan and you stick with it. It wasn't until 1990 that I figured out how to hit. Right. Meaning, so you either hit right or you hit wrong. Okay. And there's only one way to hit, and 95% of the players in the big leagues today hit wrong. Okay, and that's because they're selfish and because they don't play the game off the scoreboard. Okay, meaning if you get 3 strikes, you get 3 strikes for a reason, right? The game's fucking hard. Okay, so why? How could you not be sitting on one pitch in one area? So you get 2 strikes. Meaning you have to take control of the at-bat. You have to take the offense. You have to be on the offensive. And the pitcher knows it. Because if you're sitting on, let's say you're sitting on a fastball in or half. Remember, you're only swinging if you get that pitch. If you don't, you spit on it. And he throws a nasty biting slider, and you don't go for it. And the pitcher says, fuck, this guy's locked in, man. The umpire says, he's locked in. Well, I didn't have to say that to the umpires. Because I got tired, back to your question, I got tired of brown-nosing umpires. Hey, how you doing today? How you doing today? Fuck that shit, man. I just said, hey, Bruce, hey, they cut. You missed last night. You didn't cover that last night. You're on the wrong side, huh?
Lenny,
like,
I don't want to cut you off. I don't want to cut you off, but that actually brings up a good point, because that famous fight you had with the Dodgers catcher, number 17, I forget his last name, but that definitely had some. Yes, that had to do with the umpire too, correct?
Right, see, but here's the problem. That umpire was a rookie. See, he didn't know that I could fucking make him fucking get fired in the next day. The rest of them I had dirt on all these guys, dude. I can tell you who fucking sucked cock. I can tell you who got pussy. I can tell you who gambled. I can tell you who played fucking video games.
You probably should. This is a good time to say
So
it.
you're saying there's umpires in the MLB that gambled on the game that they played?
Of course, dude. They're human. Their blood just as bad as ours. But I can't name names because... but like I told the commissioner when he called me, if you want to know who's gay, just let me know, and I'll let you know.
Right.
But the bottom line is this: at the end of the day, the game comes down to getting the count in your favor. Because I took a poll. I took 5 years of players that had at least 500 at bats, and I took every count. So what would happen? Because remember, it's a 162 game schedule. It's a grind, man.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fucking grind. Mm-hmm. So if you're 0-1, you're gonna hit 180. Okay. If it's 1-0, you're gonna hit 280. Okay. So that's the difference of getting fired and getting a real job and keeping your job and making millions of dollars.
Yeah,
right.
Unless you're like right.
And the pitchers now have changed, though. Remember, the pitchers are so fucking good now.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay, and they don't care. Remember, hitting's all timing now. So hitting is about trying to get yourself in a predictable situation. Guy gets down, 2-0, back in the 80s and whatever, early 90s, you're getting a fastball. Now they'll throw a fucking changeup, a slider, they don't give a fuck. So hitting has got much, much harder. And then they have all these specialist pitchers come in. But anyways, I could talk about that shit all day long. I can talk about pussy all day long. I can talk about drugs all day long.
Who hasn't?
Really,
what else do you want to talk about?
You said something that kind of hit me, getting the count in your favor. And I feel like anybody in the world should try to do that regardless, right? In their business or whatever. So, I really think that's something that if we all had that mindset, the world would be a little bit better. So I do appreciate that. But
predictable situation. You want to get yourself in a predictable situation.
Right, an unpredictable situation.
Like right now, for instance, this virus is whatever it is.
It's very unpredictable.
Whatever it is. See, so we're in a very unpredictable situation.
Yeah. The reason why we didn't have you in studio. The reason why we didn't have you in studio too is our my partner Steve has something.
I have a light case of coronavirus. Just a light. Just so you know.
He's getting it right now.
Wait, what is it? What is it? What?
I have a light case of Corona.
Yeah,
that's it. Just a light. Can you see that, Lenny?
Oh yeah. I love it, bro.
So we wanted to keep that away from you.
I'll tell you what I did when I played. Listen, man. See, I'm always ahead of the curve. I took amoxicillin 5 times the normal strength. Okay, every day. Okay, it's like having a sniper right into your fucking cock. Okay. It's fucking. I built a wide moat. I built a moat around my cock.
My God.
My liver didn't do too well on that, but so I took 5 times the regular prescribed dose of amoxicillin every day. Dude, fucking like having a fucking sniper on your cock, dude. Nothing's fucking cracking through there, bro. Oh
my God.
Yo, that's unbelievable. I want to talk about, so 91, you had an unfortunate car accident. You broke your collarbone, right?
I did a lot more than that. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, the fucking roads. You know what I mean? The fucking roads.
Yeah, it's tough.
Joking. Yeah.
Well, nowadays,
actually, I just got the new brand new SL Mercedes, and it wasn't going that fast with the car hydroplane. And it was so weird, man. You know what the doctor told me and Dalton? The only reason we lived was because we were so strong, because our hearts got bruised, you know?
Wow.
That was a crazy...
And what made you so strong during that time? I mean, like what was your regimen?
It's called Decadurabolin, dude.
So, like, was it a workout that you were doing? Because
Decadurabolin, Sustanon, Cypionate. So this way, look, if you didn't take steroids back then, you're a fucking idiot.
Well, ironically, so 91, you have the car accident, then you re-break your collarbone, right? 2 months later.
It's in Cincinnati, that bitch Marge shot.
Yeah.
The last one, remember, they made it mandatory. Every fucking stadium had to put padding on the wall.
Right.
What fucking stadium didn't have any padding on? Only one.
Wrigley.
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
Bases are drunk. First inning, Sabo is up, hits a fucking gapper, 2 outs. I go run it down, smash into the fence, and I knew right then, dude, my car, because, you know, I mean, I've had a lot of pain, but that was like a sniper got me, man.
Right.
Because it hurt so fucking much, dude. And I tried to lead off, and I was leading off the next time up. I tried to get up there. I couldn't get up there. I went to my knees. And because I'd never taken myself out of the game, that was the first time. And so, because I'm no pussy, you know. I don't fucking pussy.
No, obviously not.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. Because there's a lot of pussies out there, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. They're all around us.
Right. So
Yeah, there's a lot of pussies, you know, like, so let me see if you guys can see this. So when I say pussies, when I can't yell at a player because he's too far, I say, hey, you motherfucker, hey, you see this? See this? Yeah. Barry Bonds, you know.
well, that's what I was trying to get to. Barry Bonds, like in '93, you're the MVP. If it wasn't for Barry Bonds, right? So
yeah, I mean, he had a bunch of home runs, but I mean,
right. And
look, Barry Bonds can be defined two ways. There's two lines, okay? Barry Bonds is defined this way: the best player in the history of baseball to put on a baseball uniform. Number two, the biggest dick in the history of baseball to put on a baseball uniform.
And that's the only reason why he's on the Hall of Fame, probably.
But he should be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
Hall of Fame
I agree.
is a fucking joke. How can the three best players in baseball history not be in the Hall of Fame?
agreed.
Because the media controls it. I mean, really, like
This is fucking. You got the fossils, man. The fossils
and the writers.
Fucking joke. I got. They ushered me out of the Hall of Fame committee when I went there.
Well,
they had the fucking police came and everything.
So
'Cause I
let's.
said, I want to know what the fucking threshold is that makes somebody a bad enough guy not to make the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
What
so
is it?
our-
What is it? What's the fucking threshold?
You know what it is, Lenny?
Amphetamines are okay?
No, what it
Your
is.
wife's okay? What's the fuck?
I think it's because, like, a guy like Barry Bonds, for example, like, great player, unbelievable, didn't even need steroids, to be honest with you. But I'll tell you what, I think he's out of the Hall of Fame only because the writers are the ones who get you in, right? So they hated him because he, stuck up for himself. He didn't take their shit. And because of that, that's why he's not in the Hall. I think that's really the reason, because I think you're going to see a lot of these steroid guys that, quote unquote, are going to end up getting in, but Barry Bonds will never get in because
You don't think he'll get in?
No, because they hate him.
Look, no,
I don't hate him, but they do.
Pete Rose won't get in.
Yeah,
because
our slogan is our radio slogan is "You got to give us a shot," and we want to actually petition the Baseball Hall of Fame to give Barry Bonds a shot. And a lot of these guys, I mean, it's
Clemens. Look at Clemens. That's crazy.
Right.
As much of an asshole the guy is, I mean, he still should be a Hall of Famer.
He was an asshole. He's a hairy ass, so man, I didn't like hitting off that motherfucker.
No, he's nasty.
So
yeah, he's nasty. Look, he made Piazza look like a little fucking bitch. Remember?
Yeah, and Piazza owned him before that too. He completely owned him, and that's the only reason why he drilled him in the head.
what?
Yeah, Piazza was a little confused, if you know what I mean.
So ironically, you were supposed to fight the Bagel Boss, right? At the celebrity boxing, and your doctors advised you not to.
My lawyers.
Lawyers, yeah, sorry. But the thing is, we actually went, and we were the ringside announcers.
He wasn't showing up anyway, bro.
No, I didn't think he was.
He wasn't. I looked in his eye, and I saw a man. I saw a man in fear.
Mm-hmm. Right.
One of the events, like he was supposed to hit me. He said, "He just popped me as hard as he can in the face," And we're waiting. And he went and saw fear. I saw a man with real fear. Unless he was a pussy. I mean, he's a little fucking. I told the promoter, I said, dude, this guy ain't showing up.
Right.
He's not showing up. I guarantee it. And he had it all planned. But anyways.
So we ended up showing up, and we were like the ringside announcers, and we were so bummed you didn't make it.
Really?
But yeah, we ended up interviewing Doc
cool,
Gooding.
Man.
Yeah, so you got to keep us abreast that if you, because I saw you challenged O.J. Simpson on your Facebook.
I want the juice.
You want the juice, baby? I would love that.
The juice is loose, man.
He is loose, and he's all over social media.
He's doing these fucking videos like he's some fucking buddy. This is a fucking stone cold fucking murderer, man. Fucking hacked up 2 fucking people. I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
My lawyer represented the Goldman family in a civil trial. Daniel Petrocelli.
The plot thickens.
And the bottom line is, this motherfucker. How about poor Ron Goldman? Talk about fucking bad timing. Fuck. No good deed goes unpunished. He's just gonna bring back the fucking glasses. Well, what happened there? When the juice, he was lit up on fucking Keith Richards, him and the white lady Blow, Yep. Keith Richards was that was a code name for Blow when I played, because Keith Richards from the Rolling Stones, he looks like a line of Blow.
I thought you said Keith Hernandez.
Yeah.
He looks like a line of code.
No, I was just teasing.
Yeah, like Keith Richards. See, so the bottom line is OJ walks up to Nicole's place and she sees him giving head to some dude.
Yeah.
Okay, and goes on a fucking just obviously Goldman happens to just be walking up with the sunglasses, and got away with it scot-free. The guy got the head. Mm-hmm. No one knows where he went. He got the fuck out of there.
Oh my god. That's crazy. So you want to fight this guy in?
And Mickey Rourke too. That's another pussy. he owes me 30 fucking grand, man.
Oh,
he's afraid.
What?
He's afraid.
Why?
Do you want me to try to recruit that for you?
Get a fucking dog, a real dog, not that little fucking pussy dog you carry around. Because he used to fly my airplane with me, and I said, "Listen, man, that fucking dog shits on my plane. I'll throw that motherfucker out at 50,000 feet. You hear me? Okay? Yeah." And Mickey Rourke said the face of industry back 10 fucking years, man. But he acts tough. He's a pussy. But the juice, he could probably still go, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think so.
He's got heart.
Yeah, it'd be a freak show, dude. A freak show.
Yeah, we'll be there. The MikeXSteve show will be at that freak show and supporting you.
You got to wear Teflon, go. You get stabbed.
We can make some money too, because we all got to eat.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That's
yeah, and Juice still got it together. He does his commentary, like he's some fucking. Yeah, the juice is loose, man.
Are you worried about getting stabbed, though, Lenny? Because you can get stabbed fighting O.J. Simpson. Are you worried about that?
I don't give a fuck, man. Listen, you have to kill
nails.
me, man.
He can't.
That's my man.
Good answer.
Good answer.
Because we do an MMA fight, so you tap out. I ain't tapping out. I have to kill me, motherfucker. It's like before somebody puts a dick in my ass, you better fucking kill me. You hear me? Kill me fucking dead.
I agree. I'm not taking that.
Fucking dick in my fucking ass, motherfucker.
I don't blame you.
You better fucking kill me. That's right. Kill me.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah.
Look.
And that's what OJ, the juice is a pussy. Mickey Rourke's a pussy. Everybody's a fucking pussy nowadays, man.
So speaking of
says what they want to fucking say.
Speaking of things going to people's asses.
All this and that. Fucking pussy.
Hey, Lenny.
So what? You have a few paternity suits. Big deal.
Hey, Lenny, check it out. So, and you can plead the fifth on this one too, but in your opinion, just from what you've seen, how many, what's a percentage of people that were on steroids throughout your career? 90s is when it really, I guess, peaked, when everyone seemed to be on it. What do you think?
Yeah.
It's like 80%?
90.
About 90%?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's even more than I thought.
No, position players, I'm saying 90%.
Yeah, pitchers, how many?
They're fucking pussies. Who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, what I'm saying is, I don't know which ones were on it or weren't the pitchers, but as far as position players, you had to do it. What are you gonna do? Let the guy next to you fucking take him? Put the guy next to you, and let him make $30 million, and you get fired, you get a real job? I mean, you had to do what you had to do.
Right. You were on steroids too, right?
Yeah,
What's
he
that?
said that. He said
yeah,
that.
you were on too, right?
I was a pioneer of them, bro.
I mean, look.
I put 89, dude. 89. Mm-hmm. I went to, I was living in Mississippi, and people fucking live there, by the way. And I knew 1990 was going to be my career year. It had to be a year. But see, I wasn't strong, big enough to last 6 months. I needed them. And
right
now, did they it work? I don't know. I mean, I led the league in hits at 325. I mean, the bottom line is you had to do what you had to do. Now, is it the right thing to do? No. Now, today, right now, as we talk, drugs are out of baseball. Okay.
You believe that?
Okay? You absolutely. Now, you might have some fringe players that are on their way out that might fucking load up or whatever because they have nothing to lose.
Right.
But for the most part, drugs are out of baseball. So what does baseball do? Real simple. They hit the fucking ball like a super ball. They take the seams all the way down.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Okay. And the balls are like super. They keep traveling because again, I'm not no physics fucking guy, but I had my own plane, so I know how it used to work. When I saw the flaps go down, obviously that would make the plane slow down because of the resistance. So with the seams being all the way down, the ball had nothing. The air couldn't stop it. It kept traveling. So they shattered the home run record. Okay, a couple years ago, with no drugs. Really?
Right.
Come on, man. It's fucking. So Major League Baseball, they do what they want to turn. They do what they want to do, man. Okay.
They can't juice the players anymore, so they juice the balls.
Yeah, and now the marketing. I still don't think they've marketed the club, the players very well, and these new rules about like when I used to play in a fight, big deal. I might get suspended a game or two. Now you're out for fucking a month or something.
Right.
It's become a fucking pussy fest, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, look, I think that the game would actually be better with steroids. I've always been saying that because, well, not always, but since they took steroids away. But now you're seeing guys get hurt, like just from waking up in the morning and stubbing their toe. It's ridiculous. And it's very frustrating because as a fan, you pay to go to see your favorite players. You pay to go see the stars. And when you go there and you all of a sudden a late scratch here and there, it's like it gets to you because it's like, you got to be a little tougher than that here. I mean, we're it's still right, baseball is physical to a certain extent.
It's done it though. Guaranteed contracts, bro.
That's
right. Done it.
Right.
See, it's like I tell my pussy, okay? Yeah, I promise you this. See, check this out. See, I sell dreams, okay? See, so the promise of money is actually more powerful than the money itself.
Yep.
You see, the money, once you get the money, now that you can use that in any fucking business or any life. In baseball, they promise you if you hit 300, you're going to get $20 million.
Right.
Okay? Yeah, you promise a chick you're going to get her this and that, this and that. But see, once they get it, you got no fucking leverage, man. You're fucked.
Gotcha.
Okay? I like to deal from strength, bro. I deal from strength. Now, I got hit by a lot of pitches, but not that fucking many, okay? I win before the game starts or I don't fucking play.
Well, speaking of pussies, now I just want to kind of get your take on Mitch Williams because it's the elephant in the room, I think, right now. Because when the viral video that went viral there, I watched it probably about 1 billion times, but I think it's hysterical personally. I think it's a great video. You and him, you shake hands at the end, you hug. Now with coronavirus, there's no shaking hands, so that probably wouldn't have happened. But what I do think is that you guys probably still aren't the best of friends. Can you kind of take me through the relationship now, if you guys ever patch things up?
Yeah, he's all right. He's all right. I haven't talked to him much. But, the bottom line is he was hammered that night, by the way.
He had the sweats and everything going on.
He was red as a tomato.
He was hammered, bro.
Right, right.
At the end of the day, look, Mitch Williams, he didn't try to fucking hit the guy's barrel, Joe Carter's barrel. I mean, so we had some it kind of escalated, but at the end of the day, he tried. He busted his ass and he tried. So, he's not that bad of a guy. I mean, I know he gets a little upset at his kids' games or something, from what I understand.
Yeah, I don't know why he has to bring the kids into it, but he does.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, that Phillies team in '93 was the most exciting team of any Phillies year. Mm-hmm. We shook the house down, man, in Philadelphia. Guys
like Crook, guys like Dykstra, even Williams was good during the year, right? But then playoffs, he lost it.
He was good, except the problem with Williams, he'd keep my pussy waiting too long because he never could get a 1, 2, 3, and he'd always be a nightmare. Sometimes we'd come in the clubhouse and we'd win tonight.
Yeah, you have this pussy that's
waiting there forever to get the fucking game. Actually, all my fucking pussy would be like,
yo,
they started not liking it.
Because they're waiting for that Lenny, and they couldn't get Lenny quick enough.
86.
Yeah, well, what I did is I was always ahead of the curve, so I didn't stay at the team hotel one time. I always had my boys go pick the presidential suite at the best hotel in the city, and I wouldn't go to a bar. I mean, like I said, I'm ahead of the curve. I'd have my boys bring the bar to my suite. See, the only problem was the worst town on the circuit at the time was Pittsburgh. We had a bunch of coal miners' fucking daughters there. So I told my boys, I said, listen, man, you dumb motherfuckers, go rent 2 fucking U-Haul fucking trucks and back it up to the University of Pitt and say free fucking drinks on fucking Dykstra at his presidential suite over here. Then Pittsburgh became the best fucking city on the fucking circuit.
I wish I was hanging out with you during those days.
Yeah, I want to ask you to piggyback to 86. There's a lot of reports and rumors that certain Mets players were actually having sex with people in between innings.
Is that true? How is that possible even?
I don't even know. I can't believe that's true.
I didn't think so, and I felt like you would be honest.
Especially if Straw was doing it, because you'd have heard that bitch screaming from fucking. You'd have heard that bitch screaming.
Yeah,
you'd have rerouted her.
Especially if Darryl was the one doing it.
Hung like a swamp mule, bro. He taped his cock to his leg. You know that, right?
No, my God.
Dude,
God bless him.
Put it? Dude, the guy, it was traumatizing, dude.
He could hit home runs with it.
Years of therapy. I mean, no, really. I felt like a 2-year-old challenging him. I mean, I said to him, dude, can you get that thing all the way in? Like, because there's body parts and stuff in there, And he said, no. It hits something and it stops. Well, it was a weapon of mass destruction.
It's a gift and a curse, I guess, right?
Soul Pole, man, I nicknamed him. But Saw's my man. He was a good motherfucker, man.
Yeah,
He's a good motherfucker. I lived with him, my first roommate.
Well, we were born in '85, and I think that we're Met fans.
Is that right, man?
What you guys did, though. I know that.
That's why I can't come anymore.
But you birthed. You gave birth to us, if you think about it.
It's like dust.
It's crazy, man. You had a lot of groupies, though. I can imagine. Everyone in the stands. You had the Diamond Club. You had the Diamond Girls and all that good stuff going on. I mean,
I made a lot of deposits, bro. See, now all I care about now is hearing this. All I care about. Mm-hmm. I can't believe I'm doing this. See, it's a thrill of the kill. Like the act now is a big problem. I got to take a dick pill. I got to fucking do this.
That's tough.
I got to do that. Then I'm wondering, can I die fucking? Because you know what I mean.
Your heart goes crazy, right?
It's a process, dude. So what happens is you get smarter, you get older. Because as dudes, like sometimes when we take showers, we soap up. You take a piss. Sometimes the soap might sing a little bit when you piss, But if you fuck a chick in the last 10 days, okay, now it's like. Is it the soap or is it the fucking... Because your mind's the same thing, your mind. So what I did is I became a knob man. Meaning strictly got head, okay? I mean, I carry tongue depressors around, I'm not going to lie. And so now I knew it was a fucking soap. Okay? See, that's called fucking maturity.
That's experience.
You're a grown man.
Experience.
You're a grown man.
I never had that problem myself.
That's the difference from you being Lenny in '86 and Keith Hernandez in '93, right?
Yeah, man.
Now you're teaching the youth.
Lost my fucking teeth again, too. The fucking maid threw my fucking teeth away.
Are you kidding me?
No, man. Why the hell did you do that? Manager, listen, man, your maid fucking threw my teeth away. And he said, listen, I've been doing this 25 fucking years, he said. 25 years. I've heard some good stories. This is the best one I've ever heard.
Wait, so
I've ever heard. That's for sure, man.
Yeah.
So your teeth are gone again?
My posts and everything. I just had to get the cosmetic. But all the hard work was getting, the bone marrow, the implants, getting the. So now I just got to get the mold made again.
Fuck.
But yeah.
So wait.
Yeah,
so
man,
you lost
fucking
it.
Made, man. The guy started laughing at me. He said, he says, you want me to give you money for you? So I've been doing this 25 years. Never heard. That's the best story I've ever heard, he said. I said, it's not a fucking story. Look, motherfucker. See that? Anyways,
Oh my God,
that's
Lenny.
that's why I'm talking a little funny. See?
No, you sound great, man. I didn't even know. But so this is to confirm. This is the second time somebody threw out your teeth, right?
Well, right. Well, the first time I did, I took responsibility for it because I left him in New Jersey Mike's.
Right.
I found those motherfuckers, dude. I went in that fucking dumpster and I had no way of them even. But this time, but me, so at night. Sometimes when I'm doing my business, I'll pull them out, put them to the side.
Gotcha.
Because it's very gentle. I'm very gentle. They say you're very gentle, my chicks. See, so because I'm an artist. I'm an artist down there.
You are an artist.
I'm like Picasso, bro. Picasso. See, and the other thing that happened is when I was playing football in high school, I was going for down the sidelines. I was looking up to catch the ball, and the defender, we collided, and I almost bit my fucking tongue off.
Oh.
I'm not bullshitting you. It was hanging, dude. It was hanging. I had to hold it up, and they pushed me in the emergency room. And then we couldn't on my tongue up. They put 12 stitches in my tongue, so there's a rivet in there. So between the rivet and no teeth, oh my God, dude. Man. What do you think? How many times do you hear, oh my God, oh my God,
Jesus.
oh my God? I'm a fucking, dude, it's like going, it's a place they've never been, dude. It's called Andromeda, dude.
That is awesome. Good.
Yeah. I mean, how long have you had to have these teeth? Like, when did it happen? Kind of, how did it happen?
Oh, no, it just happened a couple of weeks ago, man. So I'm going to go get some made, the good news is all the like when you're building a house, the fucking foundation's there, the fucking walls are there. I just got to get the cosmetic, done.
Right.
Do the mold again, because I got all my posts and I got 10 posts. It's a big deal, dude. It's a big deal. But yeah, I got to get my teeth again because. Not that I give a fuck what the truth. I don't give a fuck.
Right, exactly. And you sound great.
Look at my hair. Look, see this? See the color of my hair? That's the color of my hair. I don't give a fuck. I don't put shoe polish in like these pussies in California.
Nah, you look
good,
man.
This is my hair color too.
Yeah, look at us. Yeah.
These guys in California out here, land of the great pretenders, they all put shoe polish in their hair. You're friendly, find someone better.
It's ridiculous.
It's fucking la la land. But it's the weather, dude. The weather is so. All the chicks got the fucking bolts on.
Lenny, is this like how does this rank with one of the best? Is it one of the best interviews you ever done? I mean, come on, like you were able to talk so freely and everything. We had a great time, right?
I love it, dude. I love it. Actually, I got some blood flow. Actually,
we love you, man. Yeah, this has been an amazing experience.
Hey, listen, man. You want to call me again? Best time to reach me is 24/7, bro.
Yeah, I got you, brother.
Anytime.
Yeah, next time I'm back east, I'll come in the studio and we'll stir it up.
Listen. What is your? Our slogan is you got to give us a shot, right? Mike Times Steve Show. That's us. What do you think? I mean, can you give me a little shout out here? I mean, what's your favorite sports podcast?
The Mike and Steve Show, man.
Yeah,
you gotta give us a shot, man. Yeah. Nails out from the Mike and Steve Show. Believe that.
Nice.
Thank you, Lenny.
You're the best, man.
You're the best.
Thank you so much.
Man. All right, guys.
Great talking, man.
Had a great time. Right. You be good.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Take care.
Stay out of trouble, too.
I'll try.
He bought T-shirts of mine. You little fanboy. He bought T-shirts of mine.
I turn this fucking thing off.
No respect. I like this.
Love it, baby.
Nothing but respect.
Fucking